Depending on your age, you may know the rest of that song by heart. It was the opening to the Monkees TV show, which debuted in 1966. Four guys were picked to form the group. They were Mickey Dolenz, Davy Jones, Peter Tork, Michael Nesmith. All but Michael have regrouped to take their act back on the road again. They are performing tonight at the Orange County Convention Civic Center, 8 p.m. Mickey, Peter, and Davy join us now. Thanks so much for being with us.
I'm sure it's a pleasure.
I was telling you before that we have never seen such a crowd. We've had some big names, and as you verified, you know, big people, big names.
Big people.
Never had this kind of crowd before.
Thank you.
Do you get that kind of reaction everywhere you go?
You mean these three people here?
The three people that we see out there now.
All three of those people? Just astounding.
Do you know that in Italian, that song?
No, but you
remember it?
You didn't do it, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Monkey?
Yeah, I don't remember it, though. Okay. I was trying to think of it. I can't remember. We did the monkey theme in Italian.
Do you travel around just the United States, or do you go all over the world?
No, this is a world tour. We're going to Toronto.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, good.
We'll be there. This is, crosses. And,
there are dates.
We know no boundaries. We just total universal. We just go anywhere that they'll ask us, and some places they won't.
The Monkees went to 38 countries around the world. We made 50.
Did you really?
Yeah, 50.
No, the TV show did, though.
Yeah.
Who decided to, let's get back together again. Who decided on that in
Our
the
wives.
86? Your wives.
Yeah.
What, you decided you needed money and said, let's
They
go.
wanted us to get out of the house. It was a chap in New York called David Fishoff, who is a manager extraordinaire, and he got us all together and put us on the road last year. We had a successful tour, and so we're here again. We're here to give you more. The money's in,
good.
we're here to give you more.
Well, I read where, Vicky, you were kind of reluctant at first to go back on.
Well, it wasn't reluctant so much as I just couldn't. I was producing and directing a series in England at the time, and I just couldn't. I was under contract. And they asked me again and again, a couple of times. Peter came over to England once, and David Fishoff came over twice. And they made me an offer I couldn't refuse. And the television company was kind enough to let me out of the contract for 11 weeks. It was only supposed to be 11 weeks, the tour last year, and 7 months later, still on that bus.
Are you amazed at the reaction that you get, because you got a whole new crop of fans now? You don't have just kids my age, but you have all these younger kids who are watching you on Nickelodeon.
Well, unless you're a fool, I think you're always grateful for a reaction of any kind.
Good or bad?
I'm grateful for my own reaction.
I'm lucky to get a good morning when I wake up, from the
we
kids.
We are always, we've been in the business a long time. The collective time of this group in the business is many years. About that long.
The extent of it is really what's been the most surprising thing. We knew we were going to get a pleasant reaction. We knew that a lot of the folks would be very glad to see us back because we left without, we didn't burn too many bridges too badly when we left. And we're real glad, but it was surprising how much and how deep and how broad. And the fact that we have a new crowd as well as, in fact, we have older crowd than we ever did before. I mean, even older than they were fans of ours then. They're now grandparents who weren't fans then are now coming, bringing 3 generations come to the show. It's a lot of fun. Weird Al opens for us, and that's a tremendous boon because he's a funny man, a great showman, good music. You can tap your foot to it. I'd give it an 86. It's got a good beat.
Let's talk a little bit about, in the little bit of time that we have left, is how you got started. And the story goes, an ad was placed in a Hollywood trade paper. They were going to do a TV show. Regardless, it was going to be this rock music kind of show. And so there was a casting call that went out. And how many people showed up
400.
and what happened?
So they decided not to do that, and they did the Monkees instead.
Okay, all right. Was musical talent required?
Oh, absolutely.
Certainly not.
The auditions. Well, not in Peter's case, no.
You mean you got some?
If that had been the case, they wouldn't have got the job, these two guys.
They misspelled your name.
My audition consisted of everything. It was screen test and musical. I played the guitar at the time.
He was the one that volunteered for the casting couch and everything.
Yeah, sure. It was me.
Yeah, that's on the title credits. You see the casting couch going across the street. We were very subtle about our approach.
Sure. It's an unusual story because the Monkees was essentially this idea these producers had about a television show about this group, and we became a group. And it was like if Leonard Nimoy
never met each other
became a Vulcan.
They grouped you together and they said this is it.
Exactly.
All right, the big stink came up because it was revealed that you didn't use your own instruments, play your own instruments.
It was a phony.
It was a false story?
It's a phony. No, it was true enough, but it was not important.
They're saying the
it was
same
not
thing.
important to you, and I read where you said the press was making a big deal.
Nor to anybody else anymore. That's the main thing about it. Who cares? We have a band behind us.
They're saying the same thing about the Thompson Twins now, and Wham, and every other group that's on the scene. None of them do it, do they?
Well, like you said, who cares? Okay, we got to wrap up. When I was
these guys off here, they're boring as hell.
When I was in 5th grade, I sent you a picture of myself, you know, 2 screen gems, and so now I want to give you a renewed picture.
Oh,
all right, this is much better. So you sent me an autographed picture back, and now I want to give you one of mine, okay, that you can take with you.
That's nice.
Hey, is that
Look
great
at
or
that.
what? Hey, listen, it was
I like the
having
leather
you.
and the whip bits,
The leather and lace, it's,
Mickey,
the
for Christ's
studs
beautiful.
across. It's very cute.
it's phenomenal. We'll be right back.